In this video, I'm gonna talk about every car that dies in the movie Cars 2. Let's start from the beginning. The very first car that dies in the film is Leland Turbo. He's a British spy who was working undercover with the Lemons gang, which is basically a group of bad cars. But eventually, his secret gets found out. The Lemons capture him and throw him into this huge car crusher machine. The crusher grinds him down until all that's left is just a small metal cube. So yeah, that's the first death we see in the movie. Next up is a car named Keith Gremlin, who is one of the Lemons. During a super intense high-speed chase, Finn McMissile, who is another spy car, tricks him by spreading oil on the road. Keith's tires slip on the oil, he loses control, and then he plunges hundreds of feet down into the ocean. The fall is so bad that Keith breaks into pieces and dies right away. That's the second car that dies in the movie, and it happens pretty early on. But there are more deaths after that. Another car who dies is Don Crumlin, along with a bunch of other unnamed Lemons. This happens during the same chase scene. Finn McMissile plants bombs attached to some oil barrels. When the bombs explode, there's a huge blast that kills Don and about 15 other cars in the explosion. This is the deadliest part of the movie because 16 cars die all at once in that explosion. If you count the first two I mentioned plus these 16, that's already 18 cars dying just during the intro of the film. There's also Hudson Hornet. He's Lightning McQueen's mentor and was a very important character in the franchise. Even though we don't actually see him die on screen in Cars 2, the movie does confirm that he has passed away. So if you include Hudson Hornet, the total number of deaths related to the story comes to 19. Next up, we have another car death, but this one isn't a Lemon, it's an American spy named Rod Torque Redline. He's actually an ally of Finn McMissile. Unfortunately, Rod gets captured by the bad guys and goes through some tough interrogation. While he's being tortured, they force him to use this special fuel called Alanol. The Lemons have a weapon that reacts with Alanol in a deadly way. It makes Rod's engine catch on fire, and he ends up burning to death. So, that brings the total number of deaths in the movie up to 20. After that, there's a Lemon named Toga Gremlin. Toga teams up with his partner Acer, who has a flamethrower, and they try to kill Finn McMissile. But Finn manages to escape just in time and tricks Toga into crashing into the flamethrower's fuel tanks. This causes a huge explosion that sends both Toga and Acer flying through the air. Acer manages to grab onto a billboard and survives, but Toga is believed to have fallen to his death. So, we add Toga as death number 21. Next up, two more henchmen named Fred Pacer and Rick Trunkov meet their end. During a fight, Finn McMissile causes both of them to end up in an elevator. The elevator shoots up, crushing them. That makes deaths number 22 and 23. Now, here's an interesting one. It's not a car, but I still think it counts. Tony Trihyl is a huge combat ship that gets destroyed by Finn McMissile's tiny bombs. When those bombs go off, the ship is completely obliterated. Even though it's not a car, it still counts as a death in this story. So, we're at 24 deaths now. There are also two other Lemons henchmen named Acer and Graham who might have died, but it's a little unclear. They try to ambush Lightning McQueen and Mater but end up crashing into a bar and getting beaten up badly. We never see them again after that, so I'm gonna assume they don't make it, but it's not 100% clear. If they did die, that would bring the total deaths in Cars 2 to 26, including the ship and Hudson Hornet, who we know died off-screen. So overall, Cars 2 has about 26 deaths, some clearly shown, some confirmed off-screen, and a couple that are a bit up in the air.